Hi everyone, I'm Albert Torcaso, and this of course is Humanity Matters. This is October the 14th, 2010 or 2010. Today we're going to have fun. We're going to show a tape rule, hopefully, of Kennywood. We're going to talk to two heroes that are in residence. They are two former servicemen who served our country, and we're going to find time, no matter what, we're going to find time to talk to these brave and wonderful young men who just happen to be Garrett's grandfathers. And if Garrett doesn't treat them right, he's going to be in big trouble with me, and that's never going to be good. But at any rate, let's get down to the business at hand. We have a lot of people to introduce, and I'm probably going to get it wrong. So we're going to have that go to Garrett, which is to my exact right. If we want to go to wide shot. So get the microphone and speak loud enough that they can hear you like a loudmouth like me. Everybody, who are you?
I'm Garrett.
Garrett what?
Sowers. What else?
Well, why you tell them, not me? Well,
First to my right is Gordon Sr. Sowers.
okay.
And then we have Gordon Jr. Sowers,
That's
Jr.,
your dad?
my dad. Then to the right of him, I think that's his right, Ashley Sowers. And then my mother, Kim Sowers.
What is your mom?
My mom?
Isn't she an artist?
I think she's the artist.
Why didn't you say so?
You didn't say to.
Well, you should say so.
Then
Come
she's
on,
the artist.
All right, who's to your left?
Who is to my left?
I don't know. You tell me.
You should tell me. Renette. What? Annette.
Who's this gentleman?
Joel Elkin.
And who's that gentleman?
Oh, I forget his Chris.
Weiss.
Chris. We can't forget Chris.
Okay. All right. Now you can put the microphone down.
But I think this is too much fun.
Okay. Put the microphone down. All right. Well, everyone, we're going to have fun talking to this young man. Now, the video you're going to see was actually filmed by Garrett. This one right here. Well, you can't see him, but the one that was just speaking, Garrett. How do you pronounce that last name?
Sowers.
Sowers. And we're going to go right to the video, and then we're going to be crazier and crazier. So if you could show the video, thank you very much. And we're back. And we're going to talk a little bit about that video. We're going to speak with Garrett. But before we do, I have some non-fun business to talk about. First of all, Chris Weiss and I have dealt with friends and family who were emotionally abused and physically abused in the mental health system in the past. So about a year and a half ago, we went and spoke to one of the legislators' staff members, and we said that essentially we had to do something about abuse. So along came Senate Bill 699, and apparently it has been passed by both chambers of the state legislature, but we need everyone, and I mean everyone, to call up the governor and ask him to sign it into law. So guess what? I know that it's in the credits, but I'm going to give you this phone number, and I'm expecting everyone on this panel over the age of 18 to give a call at 1-717-787-2500 and urge Governor Rendell to actually approve of and sign into law Senate Bill 699. And what they will actually do is it will hold agencies accountable, and if abuse goes on and they essentially try to sweep it under the rug, to use a terminology, or not deal with it, or to make the excuse that the statute of limitations are up, this law will prohibit that from happening, and ultimately the agencies, from what my understanding is, could actually lose their funding. Now, why Chris and I went and fought hard to do this is my sister was abused, and essentially it was swept under the rug. Chris has had a lot of things going on. Hopefully today we'll get Chris to speak a teeny little bit about that if we have enough time. But remember, 1-717-787-2500. Call the governor. As a matter of fact, leave him a voicemail as soon as you get home. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Call the governor. But with that, I need to also let you know, this is the fun show where we speak to Garrett, Gordon, Joel, Jane, Agnes, Gordon Jr., Kim, Ashley, Annette, Chris, everybody. But this is the fun show. But then the serious show will be October 26th, where we're going to talk about a very serious topic, cancer. And we're going to hopefully be able to give you updates as to new breakthroughs, lives that may be being saved, and what have you. Now, on November the 1st, a day before election, I'm going to come on and I'm going to put the Democrats in office. I'm going to put them on the spot. The Republicans in office, I'm going to put them on the spot. And I don't want to say that it may be a little bit hot, and I might be putting them in the hot seat, but from my understanding, all the nuclear material on Earth may not be as hot as I might get. I may just get a little bit tough on the politicians. I may let you know their secret, like they get $174,000 a year, even if it's day one. And by the way, most Americans make less than $61,000 a year. So I'm wondering why Congress has to get paid 3 times as much as my fellow Americans when it's my fellow Americans that actually are their boss. Now, why is the boss getting 3 times more than the owner? I don't know. I mean, the employee getting 3 times more than the owner. I don't know. Maybe it's Garrett's fault, but I don't know. It could be Garrett's fault. I don't know.
What we'll do is we'll let them know who's boss and let them play
Well,
with their tamale wagon.
Well, I know one thing. Now, you see I got my tough guy clothes on, even though it's a fun show. So I got to get a little tough before we get down to the fun stuff. Anybody who doesn't get to the polls on November the 1st, I don't care whom you vote for, if you don't get to the polls, I might have to say a couple words to you that won't be on the air. Because I might have to get mad. We don't want none of that. So with that, we're going to put this young man on the not hot seat, just the lukewarm seat. And we're going to talk about Kennywood. So now, Garrett, you in this Kennywood business. Why do you like Kennywood? Well, you got to get the microphone. He forgot the microphone, everybody.
How can I forget the mic?
I don't know. Why do you like Kennywood? Is it because you're 14 or what?
Well, I always enjoy the rides and everything.
Okay.
The food can be good depending on how good the fries are.
The food can be good depending on how good. What fries are?
Well, the potato patch fries. After I get off
Well,
the
no
Fam's
advertising now.
Sorry,
No
sorry,
advertising. I
sorry.
put them in a trap there. So what do you like on your fries? Do you like the ketchup, the gravy, or the cheese? What do you like?
Cheese and bacon.
Cheese and bacon. That sounds good.
Cheese and bacon.
Why you gotta make me hungry like that?
I'm sorry.
That ain't right. So, okay, now about this business of the video. Explain to the audience, if you will, how did you get the behind the scenes footage? And is there anyone at Kennywood you would like to thank for that?